You ever find yourself trying to figure out if someone is good or bad? It's a task that's more complex than it may seem at first glance. The human nature is a web of intricate patterns, interwoven with a multitude of experiences, beliefs, and circumstances. Therefore, discerning someone's character isn't as easy as black and white. It calls for a multifaceted approach that takes into account various elements. For instance, actions can be a mirror to the soul, reflecting the person's true essence. But it's equally essential to consider the context of these actions, as people may behave differently under different circumstances. Intentions also play a significant role, giving us a glimpse into the person's motivations. Additionally, cultural nuances and effective communication are key factors that shape our understanding of a person's character. So, let's dive deep into the factors that influence our perception of someone's character. First off, let's consider the role of actions in shaping our perception of someone's character. Remember, actions often speak louder than words. It's through observing an individual's behavior in different situations that we can start to glean valuable insights into their character. Is this person consistently kind? Do they demonstrate empathy and integrity in various scenarios? If so, they might be perceived as good. On the flip side, if they engage in harmful or deceitful behavior, they may earn a bad label. Yet it's not all black and white. Some people might have inconsistent actions, sometimes appearing kind, other times not so much. This inconsistency doesn't necessarily mean they're bad. It could indicate they're navigating through complex emotions or circumstances. Therefore, before passing judgment based on actions alone, it's vital to take a step back and consider the broader picture. But remember, context is key. Yes, actions are vital, but the context of these actions is equally important. To fully understand a person's character, we need to consider the circumstances surrounding their actions. Imagine someone who appears aggressive in a certain situation. At first glance, this might paint a negative picture. But what if this person was defending a loved one or standing up against injustice? Suddenly the context shifts our perspective. And remember, people are not static. They evolve, they learn, they adapt. Someone's past actions don't necessarily define their current character. People can and do change. It's crucial to keep this in mind when assessing someone's character based on past deeds. Moreover, it's essential to remember that everyone has their own battles, their own pain, their own stories that we might not be aware of. These unseen factors can greatly influence a person's actions. So, before passing judgment, we should seek to understand the full context. Next up, we'll talk about the role of intentions in our evaluation. Intentions can often reveal more about a person's character than their actions alone. Let's delve into the role of intentions in evaluating someone's character. Intentions give us a glimpse into the person's mind, their motivations, their desires. They help us understand why a person acts the way they do. For instance, a person might make a mistake, but if their intentions were good, does that make them a bad person? Not necessarily. It's important to consider the intent behind the action before passing judgment. On the other hand, someone might do something seemingly good, but with selfish or harmful intentions. This is where the saying, "the road to hell is paved with good intentions," comes into play. Their actions might appear commendable, but their intentions could reveal a different, possibly darker side to their character. So remember, assessing a person's character isn't just about what they do, but also why they do it. But we also need to consider cultural influences. Our perception of good and bad is not universal, it's greatly influenced by our cultural background. Culture often serves as a lens through which we perceive and judge the world around us. Our values, our beliefs, the very essence of our understanding of good and bad are deeply rooted in the cultural soil we grew up in. Think about it. What's considered virtuous in one culture may be viewed as reprehensible in another. The concept of morality is subjective. It's not a one-size-fits-all principle, but rather a colorful tapestry woven from countless threads of cultural nuances. So, when we're trying to evaluate whether someone is good or bad, it's important to remember that our judgments are often tinted by our own cultural glasses. We must strive to appreciate the diversity of human experience and avoid imposing our own moral framework onto others. Finally, let's explore the role of communication. Communication plays a vital role in understanding someone's true character. Now let's delve into this. Engaging in meaningful conversations can reveal a lot about a person's values and beliefs. It's not just about what is said, but how it's expressed. The tone, the choice of words, the sentiment behind them, these are all telling signs. Active listening is also a crucial aspect of effective communication. It's about responding, not reacting. It's about understanding, not just hearing. Miscommunication or misunderstandings can often lead to misconceptions about a person's character. So it's important to listen with an open mind, ask questions, seek clarity, and consider different perspectives before forming judgments. Remember, communication is a two-way street. It's as much about expressing yourself as it is about understanding others. So engage, empathize, and exchange ideas. This way you can avoid premature judgments and gain a deeper understanding of the people around you. Now, let's wrap things up. Understanding whether someone is good or bad is not an easy task. We've delved into the complexity of human nature, recognizing that actions, while being a notable indicator of character, only present part of the picture. Intentions, often hidden beneath the surface, can reveal deeper aspects of a person's character. We've considered context, understanding that situations can drastically impact behavior, and it's essential to consider these circumstances before passing judgment. We've also discussed the influence of cultural perspectives on our perception of what is good or bad, reminding us not to impose our standards on others. Communication, a vital tool in deciphering someone's character, has been highlighted. Active listening and open dialogue can reveal a wealth of insight into a person's values and beliefs. In this intricate task of character evaluation, it's imperative to avoid hasty judgments and seek a more nuanced understanding. Remember, everyone has their own story, and true understanding comes from taking the time to listen and appreciate the depth and diversity of the human experience.